Can you promote this pawn? White is winning here, but you must find the best moves, and first off, if you try pushing your pawn right away, this is not going to work because black can just capture, and you have a bishop and a knight versus a rook endgame, which is just a draw. However, if you instead see at the beginning that your knight is under attack to black's rook, and you try moving your knight away, well then your pawn is no longer defended and black can just capture, and you have that same bishop and a knight versus a rook endgame, which we know is a draw. So you don't want to push your pawn first, you don't want to move your knight anywhere. However, moving your king is also not going to be very useful, so the only way you can really make progress is by moving your bishop. And what you would like to do here is to prevent black's king from seeing e7 or e6, that way you can safely push your pawn. And the only way that you can do that and simultaneously move fast enough that way black cannot capture your knight is by playing a check with your bishop, and you only have two of them, those being a bishop to c7 and a bishop to c5. Bishop to c7 looks good at first, because after black captures here, well now you can push to e7, defending your knight, and black cannot move their king closer because your knight and your pawn form a wall. Promotion is almost unstoppable, but not quite, because black has the nice sacrifice, rook to e6 check, attacking your king and attacking your pawn, and after you capture, well now your knight does not control d7, and they can move in, and there is no way that you can prevent them from capturing your pawn, so this does not work. Instead, if you try playing a bishop to c5 check, well, you're going to get a very similar situation. However, there is one key difference here, that being after you push and black plays rook to e6 check and you capture, black cannot move their king close to capture pawn right away, but they can still be very tricky after king d6, because here they're attacking your pawn. Of course you want to promote, but a lot of people here would snap promote to a queen. Yet, let's take a look. Where can black actually move their king? They can't go here because of your own king. They can't go to these four squares because of your queen. And the last two squares are covered by your knight, meaning they have no legal moves. So this is a stalemate, and stalemate is a draw. Instead, the only winning move here is promoting, but not to a queen, to a rook instead, defending your knight, at which point you are completely winning.